Hello, how's it going? I wanted to show you guys how to get flawless foundation application, and I discovered this trick through somebody else who shared it, and it has worked amazing for me. And so I wanted to show you guys how to do it for yourself, and I also wanted to show you kind of how important really good foundation application is and how much of an impact it has on your overall look. So what I did today is I put all my makeup on except for my face makeup. So my eyebrows are done. I did put my lips on because I don't want my foundation to get on my lipstick. But my eyeshadow, my eyeliner, my mascara, everything's done except for my face makeup. And so as you can see, it doesn't look terrible. But I have like pigmentation on my skin. My skin actually looks really good. It's very clear. My tone is getting more even. I've been using the Senegence skincare for the past 3 months, and I have really, really loved what my skin looks like. And I actually went to go get a facial this past weekend, and you know how when you're done with your facial, you expect to hear like your bad grades and how terrible you're doing with your skin and a whole long list of products that you need to buy to help fix your skin. Well, I expected to have that same experience, and when I finished my facial, she didn't say anything, and I was like, well, you know, how does my skin look? Is it moisturized enough? Do I need to get anything? What do you suggest? And she's like, your skin looks fantastic. It looks really moisturized. It looks hydrated. Your pores look amazing. So really, I mean, you just need to make sure you wash your face at night, because I shared with her that I don't always wash my face. And so I thought that was really surprising in such a pleasant way that I'm using the skincare and it's actually working, and it's coming from somebody who's unbiased and who actually wants to sell me product and make commission, I'm sure. However, there wasn't really anything that I needed to improve upon except for to continue doing what I'm doing. So I thought that was really neat. So as you can see, I don't have any face makeup on, and I do have some coloration. I don't have any blemishes really right now, and I don't have really like a ton of wrinkles that I need to address. So what I start out with always is, after doing all my skincare and putting that on for the day, our Silk Primer. So this is a primer. It's a pore and wrinkle minimizer, and I happen to have larger pores on my nose and my chin. And I was like, how do I fix that? What do I do? How do I make them smaller? And she's like, you can't really make them smaller if you wash your face. So I just use a teeny tiny bit. If you wash your face every day before bed, that's going to help that makeup not settle into your pores, even though our makeup actually, it's formulated in a way where it doesn't clog your pores, which is really cool. So I just apply this kind of in my T-zone, and I make sure to dab on my nose where my pores are instead of rubbing. And you don't want to apply it up and down, because you'll be lifting it out of your pores when you go up. You just want to apply it down and then kind of pat it in. So I've got a couple of smile lines here, and I have, whenever I smile, I have a couple of fine lines under my eye. So pores and fine lines is what this is going to help with. Here's the magic. This is our foundation, and it's actually anti-aging, so it's going to be helping your skin as you're wearing it, and that's why I don't feel so guilty when I don't wash it off at night. However, you really should do a skincare regimen at night. So this is our foundation, and this is our powder. So normally, apply foundation, and then you apply powder to finish, right? I'm going to show you how to mix these two together to get amazing coverage, and you could probably do this with whatever foundation you have right now. However, I love our makeup products. So if you have them, this is how you're going to do it. If you have your own, you can do it the same exact way. This is a metal mixing palette. I'm going to be squirting some of my foundation on here. This is like, my camera's really high today. So I'm going to do 2 pumps of foundation, because I usually use 2 when I'm doing my makeup. 2 pumps of foundation. Then with our makeup brush, you usually just apply it straight from the brush. So I want to pour some of my powder out. Okay, and I'm going to use this powder that's in here, and I'm going to tap it on to my palette, and we're going to mix it together. So what we're doing is we're mixing our powder and our foundation. And you guys, I'm sorry if you're commenting, because comments aren't working on Facebook Live right now. So I'm just tapping some powder, and you probably want to go like, this is like maybe a third for the ratio. So 1 part powder to 3 parts foundation. I have a small foundation brush, and I'm just going to mix them together. So I'm just brushing that powder into my foundation. And what this is doing is creating a more opaque liquid foundation. Careful, Kenny. So I'm just mixing that around. I'm trying to get as much off of my brush as I can so I can use my beauty blender. But I am just going to apply the excess on my face and use my blotter. Oops. So now you just take your mixture that you did and you apply it. Oops, I'm going to do it to half my face. Pretend like that's not there. I'm going to do it to half my face so that you can see the difference of what it looks like when you have a really nice, flawless foundation application and when you don't, when you're doing your regular makeup. Yes, it makes it a little bit thicker, Winter, so that the application is, when you apply it, it has better coverage. Our makeup has pretty good coverage already. I find that I need to add a little bit more in some of my problem areas. When I want like a really perfect look for day to day, I'll just slap it on. And make sure you're carrying it down
Mommy,
your chin so that it blends into your neck. And this is just a basic beauty blender. I have them for $3 if you want to order one. And I already have my brows on, so I'm going to be careful around there. You can have one of those.
I'm going to use two.
So you can already see what a difference that makes. Not even totally even. So I should have taken a before picture. That's okay. I'll take a picture after I do this. I'm going to wipe that off. So I'm just applying, Susan. Okay. So there's my foundation on half my face. I'm going to do just a little bit more on my nose. Blend up into your hairline. Make sure you don't have any weird lines right there. And then I'm going to go in with my highlighter, which is just our white concealer mixed with a little bit of my foundation. So what I love about our white concealer is that you add your foundation to custom mix your color. So if you want something brighter for under your eyes, you can do that. And if you want something that is your skin tone to just cover a blemish, you can do that. You custom mix each time, or this is just a beauty blender, Winter. I have them. If you want to buy them, you can get them at the store. Target has them. And then I just blend that down. So I'm going from the corner of my eye, underneath, up the corner of where my eyeshadow is, and then on my cheekbone because I want to highlight my cheekbone. So there's that. Okay. So next, I'm going to go in and finish this side. I'm going to put my powder back on, and I'm going to finish this side with powder. Are you putting your lipstick on, Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Okay.
What's this little cog dress?
What's it called? Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit of contouring. Takes almost like no effort, super easy to do, but makes a really big difference in your face. So this is called Garnet. This is our Shadow Sense. It's our cream to powder shadow. And I'm going to go right under my cheekbone and do 3 dots. And then blend. You can see how quickly that starts to blend in really nicely and those dots disappear. And you want to go back into your hairline. And just keep going back and forth and back and forth.
Mommy,
see how it creates
Mom, do you need
a little bit of a shadow?
Mom, do you need some of these?
No, I'm good right now. Thank you. You're such a big helper.
How about I'll get some for you?
I'm good. Please don't open any more. Okay, so there's contour under my cheek. And then I'm going to do just a little bit on my forehead. You want to do places, so you want to create a shadow under your cheekbone, which gives the effect of like slimming in your face and higher cheekbones. And then you want to go on your hairline where the sun would naturally hit you. So you're giving yourself a little bit of bronze glow. And I'm going to carry this down here on my cheekbone just a little bit. And I'm just gonna dab on my brush because I don't want to go too strong on my nose. And you're going to contour right on the edge of your nose. See how that just created a stronger line right there. So there's contouring. Took me literally a minute. Same thing as my eyeshadow, so it's not like you have to buy another product. And last thing to finish it off is blush. This is Pink Posy. This is another Shadow Sense color. It's a really pretty, like a deep pink. And I'm going to do 2 dots. You just need a tiny, tiny bit. And this is my blush brush. I'm just blending up at my cheekbone.
Mom, I love your lipstick.
You love your lipstick? Me too. Okay, so there's the finished product. Let me grab a piece of paper so we can do a before and after. Here we go. So this is no face makeup.
Mommy.
With face makeup.
Mommy. Mama color that.
And with.
Mama color that.
Okay, good job. So it just gives my skin a more finished look and my makeup a more finished look. So there you go. That is how you use powder and foundation to create a flawless look for your foundation. And that's how much of an impact using really good foundation and powder and just a couple of shading techniques makes just a really big difference in your overall look. You just look more finished. I look more awake. My skin tone looks more even. So I'm going to finish my face. I'll post a picture for you guys so you can see the before and after. And let me know. Wish the light wasn't so bright. Maybe a little less light. I know I can't. Let me turn it off real quick. So there's finished. It's because it's so dark in my house. That light's like crazy bright. Without and with. Okay. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have questions about purchasing any of the products, comment below and I will help you get what you need. Thanks. Have a great day.